Hello and welcome to Godwin Tech. In today's guide, I'm going to put you through on how to use Google Docs. I'll cover everything you need to know about Google Docs and how you can complete some tasks with the program. Google Docs is Google's version of Microsoft Word. So you can do everything you can virtually do on Word on Google Docs. So follow me as I put you through on everything you need to do and every task you need to complete on the application. Okay, you can use Google Docs on the web, okay? And for that reason, I'll be using Google Chrome browser to access it. So I'll double click on that for it to open. Then visit docs.google.com. That is the Google Docs website, okay? I see that here. Once Google Docs website opens, you'll be required to log in with your Gmail address and your password. But here I saved my login details here, so that's why I'm logging automatically. Okay, so once you see this interface, you will see some templates here. We have blank documents and we have other templates. Okay, these are pre-designed templates. You get the point? So if you want to create resume, go with any of these. Once you open it, edit the information. If you want to construct later, open this and then edit the information to suit what you want to create. Okay. So likewise, all these ones. Okay. Then at this bottom part, you can see recent documents. This shows the recent documents you access on this platform. But if you are using your Google Docs for the first time, you will not see any recent documents here. Okay. All right. So here we'll be working with blank documents and virtually, and most times when you are working on this program, you'll be using the blank documents for that. So let me click on that for it to open. As the blank document opens, you will see an interface that looks like this. Okay. Okay. It's instructing you or guiding you on what you need to do. So but here, let's dismiss that and we go straight to the tutorial, okay? All right, at the bottom, at the top part here, you can see there is no title. So let's give this a title first of all. So I can click here and call it sample doc, okay? After that, press the enter key of your computer keyboard. All right, the file has been saved with this name, okay? All right, on this spot, you can click and start typing what you want to create, okay? You can say, this is a sample document. Okay, then I'll put full stop. All right, so if you want to type special characters, example, if you want to type art, just press and hold on the shift key of your computer keyboard and press key 2, okay? That is where you have art. If you want to introduce dollar symbol, press and hold on shift key and press the key 4, all right? You are there with dollar. So, and likewise other special characters, okay? Okay, let me highlight some things on this sentence. This is a sample document. You can see after this, there is space here. This space is created by pressing the spacebar key of your computer keyboard. That is the longest key on a computer keyboard, okay? So after you have typed is, there's another pressing of spacebar here, and before we type before pressing the keyboard A, and after that spacebar before sample. All right. So this is just how to create spaces in Word document. All right. Then by the side here there is a slider. So once you want to go down, take your cursor here and slide down. As you want to go up, then go up. Okay. But your cursor must be on this area. Okay. So let me fill this document with some text, and from there we go ahead and learn some other things. Okay. Whenever you open a document, it opens on the home tab. Okay. But this home tab is not boldly written at the top here. But once you take your mouse here, you can see that Docs Home. Okay. Meaning that the document opens on the home tab. Are you getting it? The environment where we type text is called the document, all right? Documents can be made of so many pages, but as you type, more pages are created. If you look at this, there are so many pages here. So this is divided by, this is the division between one page and the other, all right? Okay, there are these basic designs here that are called the tabs. We have the File tab, we have the Edit tab, we have the View tab, there is Insert tab, there is Format tab, there is Tools tab, there is Extensions tab, and there is Help tab. Okay, it shares similar design with Microsoft Word. Okay, when you click on each of the tabs, you can see the commands or the ribbons that are under each. Okay, for example, the File tab contains New, which you can select to start creating a new document. Open allows you to open your computer files section automatically for you to get into any document you want to work on further. Okay, likewise, make a copy allows you to make a copy of this document. Share allows you to share this document to other people, maybe other people's email address or social media platforms, okay? Or share it on OneDrive or on Google Drive, okay? And so many others, okay? Okay, now we talk about view. View allows you to see how you view this document. Here it shows that show print layout is enabled by default. Then show ruler is enabled by default. You can see this is just ruler. Are you getting it? Likewise, show outline as you walk. Then show equation toolbar, show non-printing characters. If you want to show non-printing characters, you select these options, okay? Then insert tab allows you to insert some things into your document. Maybe you want to insert image, I want to insert table, want to insert chart and the rest. But you are going to go get into that in details in the later section of this tutorial, okay? Then the format tab allows you to format your document differently. Are you getting it? The tools contain some other tools you can use to work further on your document. Okay. This extension contains some extensions you can install on your Word doc, okay, to make the work you're doing easier for you. Help allows you to get help from Google Docs department or also get trained, okay, or get some updates about the program. That is that. So let's start taking some things step by step. So we are going to start by formatting this document. If you look at this document now, it's not properly arranged. Are you getting it? So we are going to change the font size, change the font, change the spacing. These are all known as formatting in Google Docs. Okay, so for us to format a document, for example, we want to make this broad, can highlight this and then I'll click this bold button. You can see this is made bold. If I want to center it, you have all the tools that allow you to do that in this home tab. Okay, for example, I want to make this to go to the center because this is a chapter and a chapter title. I can click here and select center alignment. Okay, if I want to increase the space of this entire document, all I need is just to select every content on this document. I can do that by pressing the Ctrl A, okay? So hold the Ctrl key and the A of your computer keyboard. All the text here and all the text contents, including the images, will be selected. Are you getting that? Okay, after that, you can click here. This is the line and paragraph spacing command, okay? So click at this spot. And here now, 1.15 is selected by default, but I want us to go with 1.5. So click on that. You can see this document is spaced the more, okay? And it makes this document easy to read, okay? All right, so I want us to do further thing. I want us to change the font. Okay, here this is the font command. Arial is selected by default, but I want us to go with Times New Roman or something different. So I'll click on that spot and you can search for the font you want to use. So I can scroll down until I get to the font. I can check on this, I can check on this, I can check on this, and can check until I get to the font I want to use. Okay. And here is Times New Roman. So let's just apply that. So I'll click on that. So once I click on that, it is now applied. Then for us to change the font size, you can use this command here. By the time you press on that, it will increase in size. By the time you press on this, it will reduce in size. But I want to assign a unique value. Here, I want to place it as font size 12. So I'll click inside this box and then select 12. Okay, I can go 13 since it seems this one is smaller. Good. And we are okay with this font size 13. So we can work on other things. Okay. If you want to italicize or underline, just select the text. And you do this selection by pressing and holding on the left button of your computer mouse and then drag on the text. Here it is selected. Take for example, I want to italicize, I'll click on this. If I want to underline, I'll click on this. If I want to change the text color, I'll click on this and select any color of my choice. Okay, but there's no need for this. If I don't want to underline, I'll click on this again. If I don't want to italicize, I'll click on this again. Okay, we are okay with the bold, which is what we have before. Okay. All right. Anytime you take an action and you want to undo the action, just click on the undo button. Okay. If you want to go back to how you were, click on the redo button. Okay. So I make use of these two buttons frequently because they're helpful. All right. Okay. I want to make something clear at this point. Anytime you create any document on Google Docs, it's automatically saved in Drive. That is Google Drive. Google Drive is a cloud storage service of Google. So maybe, for example, after creating this document, you close it. Anytime you find yourself anywhere, you can log into your Google Drive account and you will see this document here. So you don't need to save it manually, just like we have in Microsoft Word desktop application. So for you to understand that, so let's visit drive.google.com. So I'll visit drive.google.com. As you can see, that document we are working on, which is sample doc, is made available here automatically. So anything we are creating is being saved automatically in Google Drive. So let's return back to the document. Though you can decide to save this locally on your computer after you're done creating your document. And for you to save this locally, just click on File and select the download option. Okay. Once you select the download option, select whether you want to download it as Microsoft Word or open document format or any other format. But in most cases, you download it as Microsoft Word. So once you click on this option, the document file is downloaded in your computer. But that does not prevent the document from being saved automatically on cloud. So anytime you log into Google Drive, you will still see it there. All right. At a point when you're creating something in the document, you may like to insert a picture or a photo to explain your point. For you to do that, click on the spot you want to insert the photo, just as I have done here. My cursor is blinking at this point, okay? After that, click on Insert and select Image. Then select where you want to source your image from. In this case, let's get an image which I saved in my computer. So I'll select the option Upload from Computer. As your computer opens, navigate to where you saved the picture you want to use. So I'll click my Pictures folder and then double click here and use any of these. Once I click on the picture and it's selected, click Open. Good. This photo is now inserted inside this document. So I can adjust the size because it seems so big here. Okay. So you see how I do that? Place your cursor there and drag. Okay. It has entered this second page, this first page. Good. Okay. I can still adjust the size here. Okay, so anytime you feel you don't need this image, you don't need this picture again, click on it and press the backspace key of your computer keyboard and it is gone. All right, so we don't need that in this case. You can use the list tool or command to list some objects. Okay, for example, I can say these are the fruits I like. Okay, I said these are the fruits I like. After that, I'll press the enter key of my computer keyboard to jump to the next line. Okay, so I can start listing these fruits. Okay, and for me to list it, I need to introduce a number list or a bulleted list. This is a bulleted list and this is a number list. So let's go with the bulleted list. I'll click on this spot and a bullet is introduced. So I can type mango. After that, I'll press the enter key and another bullet is added. Then I can type oranges. After that, press the enter key and the bullet is introduced automatically. I can type pear. Then after that, you press the enter key for another bullet. But if you don't want to continue the list, you have to undo that bullet command. So click on that bullet command and your document is returned to the normal line for you to continue typing other things you want to have inside the document. Okay. So let me delete this. Okay, you can create headings in Google Docs. Okay, for example, this chapter one is to be a heading. All right, so I will highlight, I'll select the text, and after that, I'll click on this normal and give it a heading. So here is heading one because it is a chapter one, that is chapter and chapter title. All right, good. I can make it bolder by clicking on the bold icon. All right. So then I'll scroll down to know if there's any other heading I want to create here. Okay. So for example, the operating system that Microsoft Word can run, this is a heading. So I have to mark it as heading by selecting the text and then click on normal and then select heading 2. This is not going to be heading 1 again because it is under chapter 1. I getting that. So it's going to be heading 2. I can make it bold as well. Okay, then I'll scroll down until I see another place where I can make heading. For example, getting Microsoft Word 2022 app on your device is supposed to be a heading. So why I'm doing this is I want this program to know that this is not like the other normal text. It's a heading because when we want to create contents is going to be important. Okay, you can see here now it has been listed as an outline. Okay, so here I can click here and select heading 2 as well. I can make it bold. Okay, so these are how you can create headings in Google Doc. Okay. Okay, let's talk about creating out charts in documents. Okay, for you to create charts, all you need to do is to click on the Insert tab and then select the chart option. Okay, then from this list, select the kind of chart you want to create. Do you want to create bar chart or column chart or line chart or pie chart? So here, let's create column chart. So I'll click on that option. All right, this inserts column chart in the document, but this column chart is inserted without any proper organization. Are you getting it? So we have not placed in our own value. So for you to edit this chart to meet up your own standard the way you want it, click on this chart, click on these three dots and select open source. Okay, in this open source page, edit the chart the way you want it. Are you getting it? And you can only do that by changing the values. Okay. So for example, I want to create a chart showing the number of boys and the number of girls in a particular academy. Okay, here I can call these boys, okay? And I can call these girls. Remember, this is just for sample purpose, okay? So I can start inserting my values. Maybe in class A, I have 23 girl boys. Then in that same class A, I have 24 girls, all right? In class B, I have 12 boys, and in that same class B, I have 4 girls. In class C, I have 10 boys, and in class C, I have 60 girls, all right? In class D, I have 14 boys, and in that same class C, I have 10 girls, all right, as students. So here, I don't need this. So for you to delete this column, click on the column later, all right? Then right click and select the option to delete column, okay? So this is delete column. I can see this graph is now created to suit our information here. So you have to go back to the document and update it for this information to reflect, okay? So I'll click here and then click on update button. You can see everything has reflect and it fits in properly into this document. So this is how you can create charts in Google Docs. Okay, so any chart type you want to create in Google Docs, follow the same step. All right, but here let me delete it. So I'll click on it and press the backspace key. Okay, I want to show you something. Anytime you press the enter key of your computer keyboard, you can see art is introduced automatically. What this is saying is that you notice that maybe you want to call out an email address. For example, now if I want to call an email address, maybe customer base, then I'll press at customer base. So that means the owner of this email address needs to come here and then see what I'm pointing out for him or her to come and see. So it's a member of my organization. Are you getting it? So once I call him, he will get notification that somebody mentioned him in a document. Okay. So that is how it works. Okay, you can insert watermark to your document. Watermark serves as an authority to show that you are the owner of that document. If you have seen some documents that have confidential written at the background, that is an example of watermark. Or maybe some documents that have the company's logo at the background, that is a watermark. And for you to insert watermark in a document, all you need to do is to click on the insert tab and select watermark option. So as I click on the watermark command, I can select this option, navigate to my PC, and then add the photo as the watermark. So let's try it out. So I'll click on this, select browse, then let me navigate to downloads and then go with this, open. And you can see this design now is applied under the document, which shows that it is my watermark. Are you getting that? Okay. So if you don't want it to be faded, uncheck this box. You can see it's bolder, it shows more clearly, but that doesn't make any sense. So let it be faded. So I'll click on that box. Okay. Then you can assign text as your watermark as well. So for you to do that, just click on the text option and then insert any text of your choice. So here, let's say confidential. Once you're good with that, click on done. You can see confidential appears as watermark under this document. Okay, so any person that is using this document will know that this is a confidential document. So for example, if I print this document out at the end of this, and any person that is handling this document will know that this is a confidential document from Godwin Tech. Okay. And for you to remove a watermark, still go through the same process. Okay. Click on insert, click on watermark, and then clear this text. Okay. Or you can just go with the option remove watermark, then click done. Okay. And it's gone. Okay. Okay, let's talk about page numbering. Okay, you can number documents you have in Google Docs just like we have in Microsoft Word. For you to number documents, all you need to do is click on Insert. Click on the spot where you want to have the page number to start. Okay, click on Insert tab. Then go to the option Page Numbers. Okay, select More Options. In this page numbers dialog box, it says start at the number of days. Okay. If we divide the document into sections, you can go with this option. Okay. But here, the document is not divided into sections, and the program understands that there are no sections here. It's only one single section. Otherwise, it's supposed to allow us to check this box, okay? So we're starting at number one of the pages. So I'll click on apply. And here, page number is being applied here. Number one, number two, number three, and the rest. Okay, I want to highlight something here. You can see this text color is yellow. It is called formatting, okay? So I formatted the text color to be in yellow color. I get in it. But I want to remove this formatting. The easiest way you can do that is by highlighting the text, and after that, click on the Format tab and select Clear Formatting, okay? So this Clear Formatting tool clears every formatting on the text you have in your document. Okay, let's go and complete few tasks in the Tools tab. So for you to access the Tools tab, click on Tools and you can see some options here. If you want to check for grammar and spelling, just select this option. If you want to check word count, just select this option and it will tell you the number of words contained in your document. You can see there are 6 pages here, words of 1057 and some other details. Okay, so let's click on OK. Under the same tools tab, you can use dictionary. Okay, and also you can use voice typing. For example, you don't want to keep typing, you want to use your voice to type. Just click on the voice typing and start saying what you want it to type. Okay, but first ensure your cursor is at the spot where you want it to start. Okay, so take for example, I want to start voice typing from here. Once my cursor is blinking here, I'll click on the tools and then select voice typing and then start saying what I want to say. Okay, so after you have activated the voice typing tool, just click on this, okay? The voice typing command logo, okay? Then it says docs.google.com wants to use your microphone. So click allow this time or go with this or go with this. But here we want to use it. So allow on every visit. So select that option. So let's start typing. Hello, this is Godwin Tech. How are you doing today? Then I'll click here. Okay, so once you're done typing what you want to type with your voice, click on the stop button. Okay, but note this is not accurate all the times. So after using your voice to type, cross check everything to make sure everything is okay. All right, so let's assume I'm done creating this document and I want to download it locally. Just click on File and then select Download and then go with what document. And here, this is downloaded into my PC, okay? So you can see it. Once I open the downloads folder of my computer, I will see it there. So these are just the steps you need to take to be able to make effective use of Google Docs. Thank you. I hope you find this guide helpful. Please, if it does help, consider subscribing to my channel so that whenever I publish technology video, you will get notification on that. Everything revolves around technology in this recent time. So get equipped on some tech knowledge that will help you go far in life. Hit that like button for me and leave a comment. See you next time.